Well, there's a look at our chip leader. You'll notice he's wearing a scarf this evening. The reason for that is because it was pointed out to him that on day 4, his neck began pulsing wildly during the hand in which he knocked out Nico Bailing, and the entire poker room downstairs saw it. It looks like he's wearing the scarf at the final table tonight to try to conceal any tells that he might be showing.
Yeah, and plus it has a sort of 18th century rakish charm to go with the Armani sunglasses.
How very Three Musketeers. Action folding around to Erik Seidel. Seidel's got pocket 4s. The Seidel is going to raise to 70,000. Now Nino Murata, big pair of aces.
I call.
And he just calls.
Pretty tricky play there. Murata is effectively disguising the strength of his hand.
Now Chrysanthopoulos with a Jack 3 in the big blind, and he will make the call.
3 players.
3 players to the flop. Jack 6-4, and Seidel has flopped a set of 4s.
Yeah, and given the way this hand came down, I think Erik Seidel could earn a lot of chips on this. Murata checks his aces, and Chrysanthopoulos has top pair. He may think he has the best hand.
He's going to bet it out. 135,000, and he's in 3rd place.
Great situation for Seidel. He's just going to call, hoping that both Murata and Chrysanthopoulos will like this flop enough to continue, and it looks like Murata's counting out a bunch of chips.
He's going to raise it up to 330,000. And Chrysanthopoulos with a good fold. Now Seidel.
This is the kind of situation where Erik Seidel could safely call. No flush draw, no obvious straight draw. And so long as Murata wants to keep firing, Erik Seidel says, okay, I'll play along.
And he does call. To the turn, deuce of hearts.
Looks like a safe card to both players.
I'm all in.
And Murata says, I'm all in.
I call.
And a quick call from Seidel.
Oh, yeah. Slide played him, and I copped it.
Murata has 2 cards to save him. Otherwise, Erik Seidel will rake a pot of $2.5 million.
9 of clubs. Seidel is going to win the pot and double up.
I should have gone all in. Mug. Slide my aces and you cop it in there.
Well, Erik Seidel might have got a little bit lucky by flopping the set there, and perhaps he had some help. Remember back on day 3, he was given a stuffed wombat named Wally, and Wally has been a good luck charm ever since.
The wombat. I went to a petting zoo the other day, and there was this little wombat, and they're these big, ugly, they look like a rat or a mouse. The lady said I could pet it, so I started petting it, and it rolled over like a little puppy, and then it jumped up on my hand, and it was biting my fingers playfully, and it was just the sweetest animal.
Well, Leo Boxell is eliminated, and he gives Wally the lucky wombat to Erik Seidel.
I've been joking about the wombats all week because they're great animals. So it was really, it was funny that he happened to be at the table with a little one, and then it was really nice that he gave it to me. It's like having a little bodyguard ready to attack. They're vicious creatures, and if somebody beats me out of a big pot, these guys, they've got sharp fangs. I'm testing it out. I want to see if it's really a lucky charm. If I win the tournament, I'm going to get a wombat farm in Vegas.
We'll put it right next to the White Tigers on the Strip.
He's doing his part, so is his partner, Erik Seidel, who's now right back in it. Chip count over 2.4 million. Back to the action. Casale folds. Now Erik Seidel with pocket 9s. And he's going to raise it to 70,000. Murata folds. Now Mike Chrysanthopoulos. 3-9 suited. What's he doing here, Michael?
Remember that song from Fiddler on the Roof? Position, position.
Well, if he is a rich man. And he just calls. Everybody folds. 2 players to the flop, Seidel and Chrysanthopoulos. Jack 10-7 on the flop. Check from Seidel.
Let's see if Mike C. uses his position, takes a shot at this pot.
Check.
Nope, he checks. Deuce of spades on the turn. Check again.
2 checks, invitation to steal. Nope. Mike C declines.
And on the river, a jack of clubs.
I think by now Eric Seidel is figuring I might be good with my 9s, and yes, he bets 150,000. All the checking from Mike Chrysanthopoulos has sort of seduced Eric Seidel into a bet, and now Chrysanthopoulos is raising.
Counting out the raise. And he doesn't have anything. He's got a 9 high. He does have position. And he's going to raise to 375,000.
Let's see if Seidel can solve this puzzle. Very suspicious raise there on the end. There's only 2 reasons why his opponent would have checked all the way to the river. Either he has a monster and was hoping to let his opponent catch up, or he's on a stone-cold bluff.
And Seidel makes the call. What a call.
You win.
Well, Seidel with another great call. He now moves into second position in chips. He's got just under 3 million. Chrysanthopoulos tried the bluff, but he was caught stealing by Seidel. Eric's radar right on today, with a little help from his furry friend Wally. Poker.net's coverage of the final table of the 2008 Aussie Millions. With nearly 7 million in chips, Mike Chrysanthopoulos is our chip leader. And no, that name is not a typo. People generally think that way when they have to try to pronounce Chrysanthopoulos, let alone spell it.
Wow. That's going to be a real challenge for the announcers.
Chrysanthopoulos. It's nearly every letter in the alphabet, I think, his last name.
No one calls him Romanas. They can't pronounce it, probably that's why.
Christianopoulos.
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 I'll just call him Mike.
This experience is fantastic, and you know, I watch these kind of things on TV. I never thought I'd be here, and now that I'm actually on the final table with a commanding chip lead. I feel great. It's a dream come true, and if I do win, it would be a life-changing experience.
Well, partner, you've been in the booth a long time. Have you encountered a name quite as tongue-twisting?
I've come up with a few of them, but every week in football, I don't have any problem with Greek names because I work with Petros Papadakis.
Ah, yes, the Mad Greek.
Eric Seidel with an ace-jack, and the hits just keep on coming for him. He raises it to 70,000. Now fold all the way around to Antonio Casali with a queen-8 suited in the big blind.
Call.
And he'll call.
Taking advantage of the reduced price from the big blind, he will see the flop.
And here is the flop, 2 players. Jack 8-7, 2 spades.
Both players have connected. Casali middle pair, Seidel top pair.
And Casali going to bet 100,000 to Seidel, who calls.